Hey everybody, this is Scott Sharp with Fretboard Toolbox, and today we're going to look at G Major Scales. And if you want to follow along with the lesson today, you can print off this tab, Mandolin G Major Scales, from the Fretboard Toolbox website on the Videos, Tabs, and More link. And we'll also be looking at the major scales on piano, and you'll be able to, if you don't have your own Fretboard Toolbox, you can still print off a free G major and E minor page, and we'll be using that today to see how major scales are built. We'll be looking at whole and half steps and what those mean on both the piano and the mandolin, and we'll be looking at several different places you can build G major scales up and down the neck. And lastly, we'll be looking at noodling around. So just how do you take those G major scale notes and goof around with them and make some little runs. So I hope you find something interesting today, and let's check out the lesson. All right, so we're going to look at major scales on the tab sheet here for G major. And you can tell it's the key of G major, not just because it says G major here, but because there's one sharp in the on the treble clef there, near the treble clef. And if you come to the beginning table of contents page of a toolbox, you can look and see if it's got one sharp, it's the key of G major or E minor. So this lesson's going to be key of G major. And the thing about major scales is they're all built with the exact same pattern. It's this pattern right here of whole step, half, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. And let me show you on a piano what those steps look like. So this is a G note here, and a whole step means skip a note, go to the next one. So here's whole step, and it's whole step, then half. So here's whole, and then that's a half, another whole. So this to this is a whole step, next is a half step, next is a whole step, whole step, half step. Okay, so that's the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Or whole step, half, whole, whole, and then half. So if we want to look at how do we do that on a mandolin, this tab will show you what notes you can put down to play each of the notes, so G, A, B, etc. And we can also look at a toolbox page, and if you don't have your own Fretboard Toolbox, you can print off a free G major and E minor page from the website. So if we look at this, if we look at the toolbox here, up top we have what's called the chord jig, and the chord jig shows you the chords that sound cool in each major and relative minor key, and it shows you the Roman numerals of those, which I'll explain later. But today we're just going to look for the notes of the major scale, and it's real easy to see notes of major scales on Fretboard Toolboxes because they're all in bold. So the key of G is also the relative minor key of E minor. So down here we've got a G note is the root of G, the G major scale. Then do a whole step, half step. So we skip this guy here called the flat 3, which will play an important role later. Whole step, half step, whole step, which is in a different kind of outline here because it's the root, the relative minor root. So here's your major root, relative minor root. So whole step, half step, whole step, half step. And notice it's the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. And then this tool shows you those notes all over the fretboard. And the cool thing about toolboxes is if you want to play an A flat, you can see those exact same notes, the whole step, half, in each of the different keys. So all 14 different keys. But today we're just looking at G major. So we're going to see different places that we can play the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and then back to G. So the first one is open 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, which we just did that. So we'll play that up and down. And then we're going to end it with a G major chord, because this is the key of G major, so the chord should sound good with the scale. So we have open 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12. So G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We can play those that major scale lots of different places. Another is O2, 4, 5, O2, 4, 5. And the reason that works is because here we have open 2, 4, 5, G, A, B, C, open 2, 4, 5. And then on a mandolin, we have open 2, 4, 5, open 2, 4, 5, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. We can also play a major scale over here. 5, open 2, 3, 5, open 2, 3, and then a different G major chord here. Still using the same notes, G, B, and D. So that would look like 5, open, so G, A, 5, 5, open 2, 3, 5, open 2, 3, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So 5th fret of the D strings, open 2, 5, open 2, 3, 5, open 2, 3. Or that G major I showed there. Just adding the G note on the D string. We can also play those like this. 5, 7, 9, 10, 5, 7, 9, 10. And if we look at that, 5, 7, 9, 10, 5, 7, 9, 10 on the D and A strings. And then on a mando, we're going to go 5, 7, 9, 10, 5, 7, 9, 10. And the tab shows several different ways to do that. The next, you can find them all over the fretboard really easily, or you could just play through the tab if you'd like. But why major scales matter is because you can make all kinds of little cool little patterns out of them. And one of those, I mean, there's a million ways to arrange those notes, but I just showed some different simple ways here that you could do that, just to start hearing what do I do with the major scale. So this is going 5, 2, 5, 3, 2, open, and then a G major chord. So that's going 5, 5, 2, 5, 3, so G, B, D, C, B, A, and then back to a G major chord, which is open, open, 2, 3. So if we played through that slowly, we would go, we'll go 5, 2, 5, 5, 2, 5, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, open, and then G major. So 5, 2, 5, 3, 2, open, G major. When you just goof around with scales and just play around, it's called noodling, which is why we have noodling with the G major scale. So another pattern we could do, 3, I mean, you could call them patterns, but it's just goofing around with the notes from the major scale. So 3, open, 5, 3, 2, open, and then a G major chord. So that's 3, open, G, E, 5, 3, D, C, B, A, and then an open G major chord. So that would look like this on the mandolin. We'll go 3, open, 5, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. So 3 open, 5, 3, 2 open, G major. There it was. 3 open, 5, 3, 2 open, G major chord. And one last noodling we'll look at here to finish up the lesson is 5, 9, 5, 9, 7, 9, 5, and then 5, 5, 7 is still a G major chord. So that would look like this. 5, 9, so G, B, D, 5, 9, 5, and then so 5, 9, 5, 9, and then A, B, 7, 9, and then that 5, 5, 3, playing just the notes G, B, and D. So let's look at that one slowly. So we're on the G note here on the 3rd string, 5th fret. So 5, 9, 5, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then so that was 5, 9, 5, 9, 7, 9. Oops. You gotta go 5, 5, 7, I guess. Anyways, thanks for checking out the lesson. I hope you found something worthwhile in there, and we'll have lots more videos coming. Thanks again for checking it out.